illnesses are a spectrum. Folks with heat exhaustion can start to exhibit symptoms like dizziness or nausea or, of course, fatigue. And if you're starting to show those symptoms, prevention gets to be really important. So getting out of that hot environment, cooling yourself off however you can, if you can get into air conditioning, and staying hydrated. Heat exhaustion can deteriorate into a medical emergency called heat stroke pretty quickly. And heat stroke is a potentially fatal condition. Signs to watch out for there would be actually an absence of sweating, but also if the person's starting to act confused or altered, that is a very concerning picture, and you'd want to seek medical attention immediately.
Debbie, you gave me a list. Where did you get this list?
CDC.gov.
Okay, this is the CDC.
Mm-hmm.
This is very important because you have to understand and recognize what's going on. Is this just heat exhaustion or is this heat stroke? Because with heat exhaustion, you do want to hydrate. You want to sip water, they say, with heat exhaustion. But with heat stroke, you do not want to give a person anything to drink. And that's an important little piece of it. As well, because I think the kidneys start shutting down. It's all sorts of problems. That's why you got to go to the doctor immediately if it's that severe.
But in both cases, it's like move to a cooler place.
Yeah.
With heat stroke, it's like your body temperature's rising. He also mentioned that you aren't necessarily sweating when you start to phase into heat stroke. So you've got to get 911 on the line right away. He also urged all of us to make sure we're checking on our neighbors who are up there in years and our parents and making sure they're not sweltering because they've decided to save a few bucks and turn off the air conditioning. I mean, come on, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not mentioning names here.
My mom.
We're talking about everybody's mom. Everybody right now is like, yep, called him last night and the air conditioning's at 85. No, in fact, St. George, which is on the orange alert right now for their electrical grid and has asked residents there, we have them on the show too today, to cut back on their electrical use today. They're specifically asking residents there to turn up their thermostat to 78 degrees. She said, in no way are we telling anybody to turn off. Do not turn off your air conditioning unit. Just turn it up to 78 degrees. So it's a good time to pick up the phone and call mom right now. Call dad or call grandpa or grandma, check on them and make sure that they aren't doing something they shouldn't be with the air conditioning unit.
I think it's important, obviously, hot in the summer, this is not something new. Being over 100 degrees, you'll remember last July, we had a crazy string of 100-plus degree days. So this is just good, general information, a good conversation, just a reminder that it doesn't take very long, and you don't necessarily need to be out running a marathon to become...
Work out indoors if you're going to work out today, right? You said you had a pickleball game later.
Got a pickleball game.
Cancel that.
And I was shoveling rocks this weekend.